Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It has been few days since I have recorded a video for you. I have been traveling. Let me show you where I was. Actually, if you are interested to see the places that I was visiting, go to my Instagram and you can see this beautiful location in Scotland. As you can see here, the bird I was able to interact with, incredible bird. So as I was in Scotland, everyone, the situation in California was getting worse and worse. It was absolutely heartbreaking to see. And I felt, there is this feeling when you are simply enjoying the moment and appreciating everything you have in your life. And then you see the suffering of others. And then you see the places that you actually know very well turning into dust. And why they turn into dust, it's another story, isn't it? I've lived in Los Angeles for almost 3 years, and I've lived in California in Santa Barbara years after that. I am very familiar with the regions, with those areas that have been affected and absolutely destroyed by the fire. I'm sure that many of the people I used to work with and interact with, my customers that I was helping while I was working in LA, have been affected. And I want to show you because it looks like at this moment that fire in California is taking over the Hollywood Hills. So if this is the case, the fire is absolutely not over. Is it a new fire? Is it the same fire? I don't know. What I know is that it's very suspicious how this entire fire started. I've came across many videos showing different footage of all sorts of things. And the comparison that has been drawn between the fires in Maui, pointing at the trees that were standing. However, the cars were melting to the ground. The buildings were destroyed, but the trees were standing. And not only that, as you know, the insurance companies, I came across State Farm, which actually I used while I lived in the United States for some time. They canceled the insurance against fire about 3 months prior to this fire. I think it was in October when they did that, as well as they canceled the flood protection in Maui, I think. Was it the case? I think it was the case. What I'm trying to say here is that I don't believe this is just random. And I don't believe that the wind is to blame. Of course, there is incompetence, but behind this incompetence is a plan. And let's not make more mistakes here, because let me just show you right here. I think this was created in 2020. Let's see what I have this, guys, so just bear with me. This is from the official Los Angeles website. And you know this for sure, many of you. The smart cities. All right, here we go, LA. Smart LA by 2028. And we have 2025, so we just have 3 more years to go. And this is created, as you can see, December 2020, which is the year of the Schmovit. I will never forget who was the governor and who was the mayor of Los Angeles, even though I did not live in LA at the time. I was in Santa Barbara. But I remember the Black Lives Matter taking place and how they were destroying the small businesses. Not just small, but the small businesses usually don't have this kind of insurance like the corporations have. So this person, Eric Garcetti, was the mayor of Los Angeles in that time. And of course, Newsom Gruesome was the governor. But here is this. I'm going to attach this down below in the description box if you're interested. This is from the official website about the smart cities. So it's a final countdown. Smart LA 2028. So are we surprised, everyone, or we are not? And we also have a person who I actually met in person many times, because one of my coworkers, trust me, this is a small world. It really is. I used to work in one of the fashion brands, I will not say the name, high-end fashion brands in Los Angeles, at Beverly Hills. And our clientele was, among the tourists, of course, those local clients who were on the top of the wealthiest people in the Forbes magazine. And one of those people was a customer of my colleague. She was not my client, but I met her many times as she was coming over and purchasing the items from him. So Linda Resnick, $6.3 billion net worth. I met her many times, like I said, very nice in person. But little did I know, all I knew at the time that she and her husband, Stuart, I think it's his name, they own the Fiji Water Company. And also they own 60% of water supplies of, I think, California state, not just LA. It's really heartbreaking, guys. It's done by design, in my opinion, make no mistake. I came across an article on Polish portal, so let me read you this, what it says right here. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place because I have been traveling a little bit out of my element, but I hope those who live in LA, guys, and you are watching me, I hope you are evacuated, and I hope you are actually not watching me right now because you are safe in another place, so you have more important things to do and watch my videos. Okay, let me see where I have this article. Just bear with me. Okay, this is from Polish portal called Do Rzeczy right here. They say they cut the budget of the fire brigade. The money was donated to gay course. I will say it. To the courses related to gay community. To cafes and trans people. What did the Los Angeles authorities spend the money on while cutting the budget of the fire department? And here we have the rainbow flag and right next to it, the burning fire. The trees are standing. Since Tuesday, Los Angeles firefighters have been battling extensive wildfires. At least 10 people have died so far. By the way, I came across CNN info, which absolutely I don't trust, that 11 people died. I don't believe in any of this crap. How can only 11 people die in a scale of the devastation as it is? It's impossible number. And they are lying about the numbers. I mean, I don't have to be an expert or even be there to use my common sense and determine that there's definitely more victims. The list of missing people is still growing. Thousands of homes were completely destroyed. Up to 180,000 people had to leave their homes. We're not even mentioning the animals, right? Which we do care about as well. On Thursday evening, local authorities reported that more than 8,000 firefighters who were not able to refuel, right? They didn't have water to fight with this fire. But then again, I'm sidetracking. So 8,000 firefighters were involved in the fight against the element. It is not an exaggeration to say that these are the most widespread and destructive wildfires in California's history. US President Joe Biden said during a meeting with White House officials, the American leader, oxymoron, right? Leader, stated that the US federal government will cover 100% of the cost of reconstruction within 180 days. I just wonder how those people will apply and will they ever get it and who will be excluded, because for sure not all of them will have it. How about those who are 90 years old and they have everything destroyed completely? A lot of those people maybe don't even have children and they are not able to even ask for that reconstruction. I always think about the elder generation, because those people, they don't have the same clarity of mind like young people do. And very often they get lost among all this paperwork and applications and internet applications and sign there, click there, go there. I know because I know how my father was when he was getting old. Everything was overwhelming. So he asked, the creature of Biden asked Congress to approve additional funds for this purpose. Oh, not for Ukraine this time. Maybe he should send to Ukraine, especially now, and to Israel. Like, this is the moment. This is exactly when you do it, like below the belt. So this article tells you what they were doing with the money. And do I have another one? Let me check. Sorry, guys, because you know what? Even though I don't live there anymore, and there is a lot of dark energy in California, and who knows, PDD's evidence. That's another story. Epstein committed suicide and PDD's house on fire, stuff like that, right? Let me see. I think I have one more article. Let me just check it. Yeah, so this one says what was destroyed, what was completely destroyed by this fire, and what famous places have been are gone at this moment. And it says that mass evacuation, 60 billion losses, and harrowing footage from Pacific Palisades. It's not just Pacific Palisades at this moment. It looks like the Hollywood Hills are burning. Well, it's a Hollywood, right? So what's the meaning behind it? Many of you know. And they are still going on. And here are the names of the homes of the famous people that I could care less, to be honest with you, at this point. The more I know, the less I care, if any at all. And also you can see in this article, they are saying $60 billion. This is the estimate so far. I'm sure it's much more because the real estate in that region, it's very, very expensive. Some names are mentioned, but if you would like to know whose house burned down, and I don't wish this to anyone, but my approach to Hollywood will never be the same again. Anthony Hopkins, Paris Hilton, Tom Hanks. This is the name that has a lot of weight to it. Jamie Lee Curtis, Ben Affleck, Billy Crystal, and some others. And here are the places. And the Pacific Palisades District, a historic library, Pearson's Playhouse, Will Rogers State Historic Park, luxury Topanga Ranch Motel, Villa de Leon, Bunny Museum, in Pasadena, even in Pasadena, which is a different region, completely different area. Beautiful area, by the way. The Jewish Center in Pasadena. And also Malibu, which I used to go frequently to, a beautiful area. The Real in Malibu Restaurant, Rosenthal Wine Bar and Patio. Actually, I know the owners of this place. Now I'm reading this, and I didn't read this before. She was my customer. I was very good couple, actually, I have to tell you. It's heartbreaking. It really is. So I am very, very sad for the innocent people who have lost everything. There are many people who are not wealthy and they just happen to have homes there. I would like you to leave the comments down below. What are your thoughts? What do you think was the cause of it? And since we are on the topic of creature of Biden, we were for a moment, I'm not even going to go into Gavin Newsom, who was stabbed by one of the victims there. One lady who, I think she lost her house and she lost the school her daughter was attending to. And it's mind-blowing to me. She approached him, asking him a question, what he's going to do. It's mind-blowing to me, actually, that people still believe that he even cares. at all, because he's one of the most evil creatures you come across, in my opinion. And even if you look at the person, you look at the energy, you feel the energy, it's enough for me. So what I came across with Biden, let me see, where is Biden? Right here, this is from TASS. Look at this, look at the face and their scarf. Biden admits increase in gas prices in US due to anti-Russia sanctions. Oh, what a progress. Gas prices could increase as much as 3 to 4 cents a gallon, he said. Washington, January 11th, which is today, everyone. Another package of sanctions against Russia's energy sector passed by the American government on Friday, which is yesterday, could rise gas prices in the United States, US President Joe Biden said. It is probable that the gas prices could increase as much as 3 to 4 cents a gallon, he told a news conference when asked a respective question. All right, enough sharing this face. And now I want to show you a YouTube channel that many of you are probably familiar with, because I'm awaiting an interview on this channel. I will try to play this clip, but sometimes I know there are issues with the sound because there is an echo or the sound is not smooth. So many of you are familiar with this channel. This is the preview of the interview that Sean Ryan, this is his YouTube channel, had with the person who's supposed to be the next leader of Romania, but they are, you know, doing their shenanigans with this. And Romania, it's a very important country as far as the next largest NATO base in Europe. So let me mute myself. I will play a little bit. I hope the sound is okay. If sound is not, then my apologies, everyone. But I'm trying my best to still figure out how this sharing the screen works. So just bear with me.
Biggest NATO base ever to be built in Europe is going to be constructed to conduct a major offensive into Russia.
Exactly, this is the word, offensive, which is wrong way. And we cannot accept this. Simple as that. Because it's not our business. It's not our war again.
I'm not sure how the sound was, but I will be watching this interview definitely. I think it's coming out today, if not tomorrow. So that would be very interesting to see. So what's next? You know, Romania? God only knows. That's all I have for you today, everyone. I am actually in a very good mood because I'm preparing for my trip to the US. And there is a lot going on in the United States, and I will be there in the time when there is the next president of United States being sworn in, the inauguration. I'm sure they're gonna pull more shenanigans all around the country. But I hope when I come, because I don't operate out of fear, I'm aware of what's going on, but you have to have a strong spirit. And in spite of it all, keep on going. So I am in a good mood, actually. It's just very sad to see the level of destruction, and I feel for those people. I feel for the elderly. I feel for the animals. But that's all I have for you, everyone. I will attach the links to what I was sharing with you down below in the description box. If you appreciate the content that I provide, I would very much appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. It's free of charge. And if you hit the like button, that also helps with the algorithm. The more likes, the more YouTube recommends the videos, more people can see it, and at least ask some questions, you know, and share their opinion. Since we still can, And if you would like to follow me on Instagram, you can go there. I showed you already. Ania K_44. It's mainly dedicated to my travels, a little lighter topics. And if you're interested in supporting my work, you have my Patreon, Locals, or PayPal down below, or you can order the book that I collaborated on with Scott Ritter, is also attached down below this video. Thank you for watching. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge. We are saving humanity. Bye, everyone.